I started up this channel in spring of.
What's going on?
Okay.
Fuck you,
Alright, so about me. I'm an avid lover of music, especially for old school music and video game music. I started up this channel in the spring 2018. I believe I knew right then what I wanted my content to be, and I wanted to be what I wanted to upload. To put it simply, I wanted my channel to be a music-oriented one, involving me building and sharing my own music and covers of popular songs or video game music to everyone around the world due to many musical inspirations, such as Shoji Meguro, Tommy Talarico, and Michiru Yamane, who were video game composers. I am able to play over 14 instruments, some being the piano, violin, cello, flute, clarinet, several forms of guitar, drum sets, and the saxophone. I'm experienced in composing electronic, jazz, classical music, orchestral, and rock. I've been interested in music from a young age, and I have the talent for it. It's a passion, like drawing is for so many at the moment. At the moment, I will make an upload once a week, whether it's an original piece or a video game cover. Okay, so based off of the shit that you just heard, he's a cover artist, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so
which is fine.
So I'm going to give you a video. I'm going to link it a video, okay?
Yeah, he has 4
videos. Just play it with the bot.
Yeah, just play with the bot.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, the bot will.
Well, if I
So
yeah,
what's wrong with it? Just what's wrong with it?
Based off of the very first video that I've seen
from him,
he didn't make it. It's not.
He didn't make it.
It's not. It's. I'll show you.
Is it his video game cover?
It's a cover. It's a cover, all right. It's a cover of a song called "Thrill" by Band Made. Okay. This is his cover that you're listening to right now.
So what you're saying is he's not the one who actually did the cover, though. Somebody else did the cover and he uploaded it.
No. He did it. He did it all right. Okay. Just listen to the tone. Just listen to the tone, okay? And then listen to this voice.
Oh, yeah.
That's not him.
So again, that's a song from a band called Band Made, okay? And it's a cover. Whether or not the fact that it's a cover is fine. However, this is not a true cover. This is not what he advertised, because I went on. I thought it was a little bit fishy, because here's the actual video. I mean, here's the actual music video.
Would you put it in links? Where are you putting it? Oh no,
putting it in admin board. This is the actual music video. I'll stop it in a bit.
Oh, I get it.
You put it in mod board, not
now, may I ask you? Ooh, no, that sounded exactly. So, in his video, does it show him actually playing guitar or doing anything?
No, it's not. I've already looked at 2. He has a Love Live Snow Halation cover, and it's literally just a picture of the Love Live characters. And you can look at his video game cover, which is on Super Mario Underworld theme cover/arrangement, and there's literally just a picture called Super Mario Jazz, and it looks like every single one of these. Like he did Girls' Generation cover/arrangement Into the New World or whatever, and it's like, oh look, it's just a picture, so there's literally no visuals.
So that's
Cal. Did you just say snow halation? Huh? You want me to kick your ass for that?
I said.
Okay.
You want me to kick your ass for that,
I
mate?
said girls' generation.
No, not girls' generation. I know you said something else. I'm gonna kick your ass for that. Get in the call later.
All right, sounds good. Fight me 1v1.
Fuck you.
Kill yourself.
Back
All right, hold on. So, what I got here. So, I thought it was a little bit fishy because the fact of him not having like video footage showing, like him showing like he can play the instruments that are being used.
Oh, he needs it.
He does need it, but it's passable for his content because like as long as it sounds original, like as long as it sounds like it's recorded from a live, shit.
Honestly,
no, he needs it. There's a difference between that.
What's the main problem? The main problem that I'm trying to get to you guys is that I went into Audacity and I cut some of the song and I applied a change pitch and I changed it to negative 10%. Exactly. It's a negative 10% pitch of that song that we just listened to.
So it's like Sims then, where he just adds a filter. Like he does his own music too, but all it does is
so in other words, it is completely plagiarized essentially.
I mean, it's even worse than Nightcore because Nightcore at least a lot of the time.
So what I want you to do is I want you to try to get him into this call, and we're going to talk to him about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave for a while though.
Because honestly, at this point, my first thought is we should just ban him. If he can give us reasons why we shouldn't ban him, I'm ready to hear them. If he can
admits to his mistake,
you guys know when I play guitar because A, I'm not that fucking good, and B, like I'm actually sitting there messing with the guitar so you hear me. Like, so if he wants to do something like that or something,
Jackson,
but like we already know it's plagiarized, but we're just gonna confront him about it.
Be like, yo, fool, what you doing, man? Come on, man.
Get him in a random voice chat, and we'll pull him.
All right, I'll be back, guys. I was just curious. I mean, I'm gonna hop on, but I'm gonna be muted. So.
Yeah, like this is like if you would hear like the song. Because like I went to one of his music videos and I listened to it. I was like, hey, yeah, this is pretty good. But I was like, I wonder how the original sounds. And
yeah, I gotta check out the channel.
Yeah, well, listen to his Man in the Mirror. He doesn't even have like his own voice in it. It's just music specifically. For Michael Jackson. So the fact is he didn't want to use any voice things because he knew it would be super easy to find out how fake it was.
I was gonna say
Nova, hold on, Nova. If you want to do the ban, the only condition is you have to do it with flair. You have to do it live. You have to have a catchphrase. That's what we're doing. Jarrell has a catchphrase. I have my catchphrase thing. Deadbolt even has catchphrases he uses. You got to have a catchphrase.
I send the kids.
I haven't banned anybody.
Kyle, you're not a fucking admin. We're just giving you the title for sense of achievement. That's it.
Stop memeing.
I love you,
by the way,
Deadbolt.
Kalal, we can play Melee again, putty.
Oh yeah.
I also have Project M now thanks to Kai. Yeah. I also have Project M now thanks to Kai, and I'm actually kind of decent.
All right,
Project M's great.
Naoto said he's available.
All right, it's gonna be really hard for me not to. So I might mute my mic for No, that's Jarrell, the mother fudger.
Hold on, I gotta listen to the Snowhalation cover.
Jarrell,
I know how the song goes.
Nova's gonna pop her band cherry.
Okay.
Love Live. I did say Love Live. Okay, now
all right, Nova. So Nova, we'll just talk for you then, but you can still do the band.
Okay, who was it?
This fucking one of those. His name starts with an N or whatever, right?
I mean, he needs to give us evidence that it was himself. That's mostly what he needs to do. But I doubt it.
No. Oh, is it Max?
Naoto, sure.
Hunter X Hunter Reason. Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm gonna get him on this one.
Yeah, I know. I have no idea what's going on.
Because he applied for a VIP application for his YouTube content to be a VIP content creator, and all of his shit on his channel, from what we can tell, is literally just plagiarized Like
he's just slowing stuff down, dude. Look at this Reason song from Hunter just slowed down.
Yeah, he's slowing it down.
Says it's covers. I don't know. I've never listened to his stuff.
It's not a cover. Is insinuating the fact that it's being played with original instruments. Like,
I don't
but
know,
it's not. He's literally getting into the digital.
He's not the one singing either. He's not doing anything. It's just him re-uploading other shit.
And then what he does is he changes the pitch and the speed in different parts of the song to make it his own.
I don't know. I've not listened to his shit, so
I'm out. I can't talk on this.
Yeah, I know, Almighty. We're not saying that you are part of it. You know, we're just saying like what the fuck's happened.
We're just saying. Get a snack. For the show.
I've talked to the kid.
All right,
I don't know.
He's in the general, so I'm gonna pull him in. All right.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
What do you mean, my mic?
Hello, Naoto Shiragane. Can you talk on voice chat?
Hello.
All right. So, Nova, can you talk?
No, she said she can't.
Oh fuck.
So essentially, the reason you're here is because like you put in a VIP content creator application thing.
Correct.
And we checked out your YouTube content, and we just have a couple of concerns about it.
All right, shoot.
Well, because when we do the content creator application thing, obviously we're pretty thorough about it, because when we were featuring people in here before, even before the creation of that channel, when we were sharing stuff, we had some people who were in here plagiarizing stuff, and we were just wondering if there's any sort of proof that you may have that like you were actually performing the covers and stuff that you have. Just because, you know, it's basically just a picture and some music, and like, no offense to you if it's actually you or not, but it could have easily just been slowed down or pitch changed in Audacity or something like that, which we've had people do here before. So like, we were just wondering if you could tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. Like, do you use, you know, your own original instruments? Is there a certain like threshold of music that like you would actually perform on the video, or what? You know, just elaborate on your content.
Yeah, like what do you do as far as the covers go?
Well, for covers specifically, well, it's really hard to explain. I just really listen to the original piece and like reimagine it with like sometimes I don't reimagine it, but like add in a couple of new instruments. But that's for like the lesser game covers that I really don't put much effort in. Like they're very short, so they really don't take long. And well, for my other covers, I like use basic instruments like the guitar for my Girls' Generation cover, Into the New World. The original piece had also more like an R&B and a guitar to it, so I pretty much just capitalized on that, but I like shortened it and like emphasized more on the guitar.
So as a musician, I understand kind of what you're saying. Now, I don't know much about the original songs originally because I don't really listen to that stuff, but Cal and Kai, you guys have experience with those songs, right? Like, can you like provide any insight?
Yeah, Cal can say more on that, but I mean, Cal, do you want to say more on that right now, or do you want me to head on?
I'm gonna keep quiet for now and listen.
Okay, so to be frank with you, like I just need to know, has there ever been an instance in one of your videos where you just, you know, like you were at your mark, because you said that, hey, I'm going to be uploading for, once a week.
Yeah.
And I understand if, you are busy, and you say that there are videos to where you spend a little effort on. Is there a, like, have you ever, went onto the digital side of the music industry, pretty much pitching music down with Audacity, or slowed down music with Audacity and then re-uploaded it as a cover. Have you ever done that?
No, not really. Because most of the time I just use like actual legitimate instruments.
Okay. Well, like, to clarify, the name on your YouTube channel is Big Daddy Yodel TM, right?
Yeah, it's a silly name because at that time when I created the account, it was because I was into Star Wars and a friend was making a Yoda reference, so I pretty much just renamed it to Big Daddy Yodel as a joke. It was really nothing serious.
Well, again, to be frank, I have open Audacity right now, and I'm at the Band Made Thrill cover, and that was uploaded August 2018. And I went into Audacity with that, and I pitched it down by 10 decibels, and it's the exact same thing. Like, because you even include the Japanese vocals within that upload. So the Japanese vocals match, as well as, you know, like the instruments as far as the electric guitar and drums and all that. Like all of the pitches match because I lowered it by 10 decibels on Audacity. So that's why I said if you had ever done that, because if you have and you're going to admit to that, then that's, you know, okay. But you would have gotten you would have gotten disqualified regardless because, you know, like it's pretty much content that's not originally yours, and it's not original because you're not using original sounds. However, since you did lie about that, that's another strike on your offense because, again, we are thorough and we know what we're talking about. I especially know what I'm talking about because this is the digital realm. Like, you know, like you gotta be honest with us. Because if you're honestly, not honest,
my suggestion is like if you can play these instruments, just send like a video of you playing something. I would like that's or something.
Yeah, that's my feeling too. If you like, just that's my feeling. Yeah,
because like I mean,
all I got to add is you literally sent me some of this and said, listen to my cover, bruh. And if it's not your cover, then what the fuck?
Yeah, like, you know. It doesn't matter if you're the best or whatever. Like I'm not great at guitar, but I play in here all the time and stuff and annoy everybody. So it's like not judgment on that aspect. We just have to make sure that this is legit, because we've had people plagiarize to the point where like literally we have had to go to obscure websites and find stuff of these people, and like we always end up finding it. Like we had somebody in here who was literally stealing stick animations, which sounds stupid.
That just sounds retarded.
Okay, so bottom line, real quick. I was muted, about to be busy, so I'm just gonna say real quick. Bottom line, Naoto, did you or did you not download the music and change it in Audacity slightly and re-upload it, claiming it as well?
No, I didn't. I don't recall an instance that I did though.
All right. Well, Deadbolt, Grim, Kai, I'll let y'all take this from here. I'm pretty sure you don't want to hear me shower.
Oh yeah. Like,
wow, not me. I see how it is.
Wait. Can we go back to a topic first?
Sure.
I think it was what Kai said before about well, at the moment I am busy and I do make uploads once a week. So because of that, and with like classes and like classes that are starting up, I'm pretty like slow on uploads on once a week. So I'm only like uploading when I am able to. At the moment, I have like several video game covers like Fire Emblem, Don't Speak Your Name, and Ninja Gaiden, and some Castlevania.
Yes, but the problem is the problem is that you're doing stuff that's like already created. That's not the problem. The issue is, you know, like if you're like, again, we just want you to admit up to it, because we don't want to listen to a liar, and I can guarantee you that you're lying because I have this up here right now. I can easily upload it into the general chat, upload both fucking clips, and it's the exact same thing. So it's not a whether of the fact as you remember if you have or had not. It's
could you do that so the rest of us
YouTube
have
channel.
some like frame of reference? Can you like upload that like you
Yeah,
just
that
said
would be
you
good.
could?
Yeah.
I'm not in a position to like be able to listen.
Yeah.
Like so I
My
like
concern
to
is
try to mess
not
with
my
them myself.
concern.
So.
My thing is if did you or did you not did you plagiarize it or not? Just yes or no. I mean,
Well, you said no already.
I mean, you already said no. That's not
that
the issue I
blatant,
have.
I mean, if it's that blatant, then I mean,
my issue is if he's
I don't
doing
know,
all this
this
right
was
now,
out
we
of the
just
blue,
need
'cause I
more
wasn't even
evidence.
aware of all of this.
What is this? The keys to Grandma's boat.
Well, so
Well, like
where
I
I'm
said,
at right
Kai, just
now
go ahead
is
and do
we
it.
need some more evidence on either his video clips.
I mean, he could literally.
stuff
I mean,
like
also,
that.
if this would be settled too, send a video of you playing something. Then I guess
It would be, yeah. I mean,
that would be solve a little bit of the problem. But the thing, I don't
yeah,
know
that was
about
one thing that I was saying that you should do. Like, do you also have like files, right? That you have with all of your clips and showing that kind of stuff too.
Like what?
Yeah, he would have. He would if especially if he's doing multiple instruments, he would have like the.
Yeah, if you're having multiple instruments in a thing, you're gonna have them in like a program, putting them together and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Roger that.
So you do, right?
I do have a program for recording and stuff.
Right. Now, have you saved those files with your songs and have them all to where we can actually see what they look like?
Where were we on September 12th?
Wait. I don't really have a video like to show like wait, hold on. I don't really have like a video file for like recorded like
Well, do you have?
So you don't keep backups of your work?
The audio files for the individual instruments without the full ensemble, because like if you have to play the guitar, that's its own track. If you have to play a piano, that's its own track. Like drums is its own track.
Yeah, like it doesn't even matter. Like if you're getting your sounds from somewhere and you're super editing them and you're being honest about that kind of stuff. Like there's plenty of people that like there's this one guy who remixes the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate like sounds into its own little music kinds of thing and whatnot. And he takes little instrument pieces from those and he changes the audio and the pitch and the speed and all that kind of stuff. And he's really, really honest about what he's doing with it. And he actually shows himself editing the files himself and making the own sounds. And he even has what are those things that have like multiple little keys you press? They're like a tablet almost. Anyway.
Well, a MIDI board.
Yeah, something like that. And he uses those to push in the keys.
Some people actually don't even use a MIDI board. What they do is they use like the MIDI file and they just run it through like a keyboard or something in Fruity Loops.
Yeah. He also has like a little keyboard thing that he uses too on that kind of thing, so he can get the beat properly with his hands.
Yep. Some people just run MIDI files through shit and they do it that way.
It's just more so that a lot of your stuff sounds very, very, very similar to the original things, just with sped up audio and pitched stuff. Now that doesn't like I'm from the perspective that doesn't necessarily mean you've done that. I just need evidence that you didn't, if that makes any sense. So if you have your clips with stuff with your files and everything that have all that information and or can do it right now and like show people that, you know, I mean, that's really where it stands, because there's
I mean the problem is that this is a new MacBook. It's all on my old laptop, which is like down here under the couch. And that takes a while because that thing's a slow slog. So I really I really couldn't at the moment because this computer's not that great really. It's a MacBook app and you know how crappy these are.
Do you notice the extreme awkward silence?
Yeah.
I have not the first clue what the hell is going on. It's just, man.
What I'm doing is I'm waiting for Kai to finish what he's doing too, so we can like hear that and
he's deafened right now.
Discuss that. Yeah.
Oh, like this whole thing. like, I'm not gonna lie, this is above my knowledge of anything. I have no
I mean,
idea
you're a
what that
shonen
is.
tard, so I'll get
Yeah,
bodied.
fuck you.
I love you,
Yeah,
Drill.
fuck you.
I love you.
Fuck you.
I
The
love
only
you.
thing I want to know is, Max, I know you want to. I've talked to you. We talk quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Just, if you're lying, just come out and say it. It'll be a whole lot better if you just come out and say it. Like, admit to it if you are, right? I mean, I honestly have no idea. I don't mess with the VIP stuff. That's all. That's 2K. That's call. That's Grim. That's their area. But it'd be a whole lot better if you just come out with it, because I'm not gonna lie, the answer you just give was kind of shit.
Yeah, I know.
Like, is there a way you can prove this? Because, I mean,
I don't think I really can, actually, because I don't really have the files separately. I just mash them together. It's all in one it's all in one file, like, ensemble, just like with everything. So naturally, either way, my hands are tied behind my back, and
so okay,
I'm screwed either way.
You played. What did you do then? Because I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt and not jump to the conclusions here. And I know that's what these dudes are doing, even though I know some of them are a little ticked off at your answer right now.
Yeah,
it seems suspect, though. It seems suspect.
Well, I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. Some of the songs,
what I'm trying to do, because
some of the songs I look on his channel. Some of the songs I look on his channel, like, I don't know a lot of them. Some of them I do. And I know some of them, like, are different from the original, but that doesn't tell me anything, right? Like, if I look at the Bloody Tears one for Castlevania, that's a song I'm really familiar with. And it's not the original one, but it's something.
All right, check in general.
It's something that could have just been easily run through, like, a MIDI generator, like Cal was saying, because, like, it still sounds like 8 or 16.
I'm checking general.
Okay, I'm listening to that version.
So I uploaded Thriller cover 1, Thriller cover 2. The covers is what Naoto created, and then there's Thrill Original 1, Thrill Original 2. That's by the original creators. And I can go with the Thrill Original 1 or Thrill Original 2, and I can lower the pitch by 10 decibels. And I can make it sound exactly like the cover.
Okay, I listened to the original, and now I'm listening to the first part. Let me listen again here.
And this is the video in question.
Can you do me a favor, Kai? Can you tell us who the original, like, the cover, like, who originally did it? Or
the original band is this band. It's a Japanese rock band.
Okay.
And they're both in general.
Alright, I'm back. So I just listened to those myself.
Yeah, I just listened to it a little bit too.
And they're very eerily similar.
They are a little bit similar. Like, there's not much difference.
Now, so here's the thing. In my opinion, it's still theoretically possible, in theory, that you did this with your own instruments and whatnot. So if you're going to be doing this from now on, and you're not lying, and I'm just going to go off the basis that you're not, because we don't actually have 100% hard evidence. But if it's true, this is just how I'm going with it. Make your covers way more distinct. Because a lot of these people that do covers are like, Nate Wants to Battle, right? No, and he does make it much more.
Or you don't even have to use Nate Wants to Battle. You could use Sapphire. You could use
Sapphire works.
You could use Eureka 2.
Here's my problem.
Everyone, can you please, like, speak one at a time? I can't really focus.
Yeah, that's our fault.
Sorry, that's me and Carl got a little carried away.
Grim, go.
So here's my thing. So it does sound like somebody just dropped the pitch down on it, which is really odd, right? Because if you're doing a cover, the thing of it is you can tell that you can tell the vocals, right? Like obviously the vocals are a separate thing. He didn't do the vocals.
Yeah, I didn't do
but
it.
it looks just like in general it's kind of pitch dropped, right? Because the guitar, like the thing is, if you're generally going to do a cover, then either you're going to have the guitar in original tuning, like you're going to have it in the same tune no matter what usually, unless you're doing a specific type of cover, right? Or you're going to play the notes differently. The problem is the notes are the exact same notes with the same timing without any variation whatsoever that would differentiate it from the original, except the tuning is off, which means that the pitch is dropped down, which means one of two things. Either it's literally just digitally pitch lowered, or the guitar is dropped down 1 or 2 steps in tuning, which would be fine if it's dropped down a couple of steps in tuning, but I have a hard time believing that the notes aren't varied whatsoever in any way. Even the best songs, which I've memorized or mastered playing an electric guitar, even if I do them in a different tuning, even the songs that I know by heart and I can play without ever thinking about it, even then you're going to have like a slight timing variation. There's going to be notes that are slightly different based on technique, and the notes and the bends, like everything is the same, which is just suspicious to me, because like I'm not saying it's out of the realm of possibility for somebody to do it. It's just like it's not something that you would ordinarily find. Like if you go and look at many other covers on YouTube, you can see what I'm talking about. And so it's just kind of weird to me as far as that goes for the Thrill thing. That and the fact that the vocal track is clearly,
the same people. It's not you that's singing the Japanese words.
And he did it. He did
them.
admit to that.
I mean, of course, it's not my voice. I can't really sing for shit.
And if it's not, and that's the thing. Like if it's really your instruments, but their voice, why would you include their voice as it is? Because it's not. I'm pretty sure you don't know how to remove vocals from music videos.
Like separate.
So you would use your own instruments to build the bass, and you wouldn't have any vocals in it.
The other thing.
That's how covers.
Even if you were to have the vocals there, right? The reason that right now I'm going to go ahead and say my belief is that it's just a digitally altered pitch is because the vocals are also dropped down in pitch, which you wouldn't necessarily have to do. Like even if you were playing in a dropped tuning, that doesn't mean that the time signature for the song changes. So let's say I have a standard tuning guitar song and I decide that I'm going to play it in like drop D, hell, even like drop G. I can play on the same timing without changing it. So the tempo should remain the same. And the problem is that the vocals seem like they were lowered in order to make up for a slightly slower tempo, which would be indicative of like audio lowering, right? Because if you just take the original song and you go into any sort of audio editor and you just lower the pitch and tempo, you get like that's what you generally see happening is like when people do like, oh, what if Avril Lavigne was a guy, and they just pitch lower the whole thing, including the instruments, which is what's weird because like all the instruments seem pitch lowered. The vocals are definitely pitch lowered. Like the guitar is lower. Like I don't know why it would all be lowered.
We're just going in circles, honestly. Like, and what is your say on this, Naoto? Like, are you like? You can't say that I've never done. I've never digitally altered music and uploaded it when this is clearly your video. So what do you gotta say?
Oh well, all right. Let me start. I didn't sing the vocals because I can't really sing for anything because I don't have the skill for it. So I did pitch that down by a notch or two, but I did lower the tune of the guitar.
So let me ask you, how did you get the vocal track?
Pardon?
How did you get the vocal track without the instruments?
Yeah, how did you get the vocal track?
I was able to. I think I I got like the
No,
original.
no. Don't say I think.
Well,
you
I
did
did.
or you didn't, man. Come on.
I got the original. I got the original piece, and
Okay, so how did okay, that's fine. You got the original piece, so you're gonna say that you isolated the vocals from the original instrumental. That's fine. How did what process did
program?
you use to isolate it?
What do you mean?
What program did you use to isolate it? How did you rip the vocals off of the original track without the instrumentals?
I used like a recording software that I downloaded on my other laptop.
And what
We need to
was
know what it is.
Well, even regardless, what was the process of it? Like, can you explain like the process? Like, did you like when you highlighted the track? Because what happens when you download a song, like a music file, if you plug it into something like Audacity or Audio Droid or GarageBand or Fruity Loops, anything like that. So either there's a mono track, which is just one standard musical track, which is the case with a lot of MP3 files, or there's a stereo track, in which case it's separated, but both tracks contain both the instruments and the voice, so the vocals. So when you isolate the vocals, how are you pulling them off the top of the instruments without having any instrumentation interference in there? Because the only way that you could possibly do that is you can do something which is a noise reducer, or you can do something which is it's like an acapella tool of sort, and you can do it to cut out background music, but it only works so far. You can't completely, and what it does is when the more that you use the tool to try to deafen the background music, you lose backing vocals, you lose dual tracks, the voice becomes digitalized and messed up in a lot of cases. So there's no to my knowledge, there's no way to cleanly pull the vocal track apart unless you actually have it separated into several tracks, which if you downloaded it from
master copies. He needs the master version of it, and those things are only available through the studio that owns it. So
yeah, well, I mean, other people on YouTube have gained master tracks, or they have been able to rip them and clean them up pretty well. But you'll still notice there are slight errors and differences, right? And that's regardless of how it's pitched. So the problem is, like, we're trying to figure out what process did you go through to isolate the vocals from the instrumentals? Like, what tool did you do? Did you like how did you change the gain? How did you silence the instruments in the background so you could cleanly rip the vocals? Like, what process did you go through?
Like, let me just add in like the fact of, like, if you were able to, like, pretty much constantly do, this type of ripping, like being able to get master tracks for a whole bunch of
program in the process.
Exactly. Like, you wouldn't be all like, well, I think that I used this program that I downloaded some time ago and this and this and this. Like, you would instantly know your technical knowledge, because I can tell you, like if you ask me right now, like, how do I get rid of this background from this picture? I would be like, well, you could use the chroma key feature inside of a video editor or a picture editor like GIMP 2.0 or Adobe After Effects CS6 or any other CS program, and you could key out the background through using a likeness pixel color of any other pixel type around the image without affecting the port.
Or you can slowly go around it, and
that sort of knowledge would help validate you. So that's why I'm asking, what exactly was the process, and like what tools within the program did you use to isolate the vocal track with? Because I have experience with music and tracking like that. Like, I'm not really good at making rap beats. That's like Kai's area. But I do have experience with cutting vocals and things like that. I myself have a track where I literally ripped the instrumental, and I have the studio instrumental where I've done vocal covers over it on another channel I had long ago, and it was a Screamo song, which people in here have seen. And I know what process I used to make that happen. So that's why we're asking, what process did you use to rip the vocals off of the instrumental?
Well, I used Audacity. You guys mentioned earlier sometime ago, and I just looked back on my laptop and I realized that I also used XSplit, which is a live streaming video mixing application. Which is
okay. So what tool in either of those programs did you use to rip the vocal?
I pretty much, essentially, what I did was that I downloaded the original piece, and I inserted the file in there, and then from that way forward, from that henceforth, I was able to like separate them.
What I'm asking is
Mhm.
how did you separate them? So when you inserted the file, what buttons do you click? What are they called? Like what tools inside the program allow you to split the vocals?
I don't really know. I'm sorry.
Because because you do realize like either you should know the process so that way we can go and repeat the process and see if we come out with the same result, or you should have like some understanding of it if you've done this many songs.
I don't really know. I'm sorry.
Okay, so
You see,
also
this is
you just
go ahead,
your
Cal.
laptop was super slow earlier, and it would take forever to turn on, and because of that, you wouldn't be able to show us all of your audio files and things. Like maybe I misheard you earlier, but I'm pretty positive you said that earlier. Laptop, because you're using your MacBook right now, but all of your files are on your laptop. But then you go on to say that you have your laptop turned on to look at the program that you were using. So the issue with that is that either you're really bad at speaking or you're skirting around questions.
Well, I don't really have my laptop on. I just pretty much just like looked at what I felt, what I had.
Okay, well, like honestly, I can tell you right now that XSplit doesn't have the competency to remove vocals with lossless quality, assuming that this is really a really a version of you ripping a song and like ripping out the vocals, like because the only program that could like do it in lossless quality is the ISSE program, which is
you have to know what the fuck you're doing.
It recognizes the heat signatures inside the waveform of music files, and you need to basically be a surgeon.
It would have to be wave
Exactly.
formatted too beforehand, which if he just downloaded the original piece, it would be MP3 formatted, which he wouldn't be able to use without
I mean even
track,
now this type of program isn't even usable for MP3 because MP3 is compressed audio. You would really need either FLV or WAV for lossless audio quality. Like that's the this is just so fucking funny. This is really not looking good for you, bro. I'm sorry. I might be hyping up myself for no reason, but I'm sorry. But I mean, all I just really wanted was for you to admit, like, I don't do it for every video. However, I do on occasion pitch down the audio or maybe slow down a music and upload it onto my channel and call it as my own. Like that's all that I want.
That or provide evidence. And I mean,
because hell, I mean, if you're able to do that type of stuff, I mean, hey, take me under your wing because I would love to learn how to do that because I'm a producer myself. Like,
exactly. Yeah, that's the thing. Is like we're not trying to make you feel bad, and like we get it. Like especially if you are being just genuine, and like I understand that you wouldn't want to necessarily come out and be like, yeah, I didn't really like, you know, I just went ahead and like basically pitch lowered stuff. Like we understand that. It's just the fact that like you are talking in a group where we have people who are musicians and producers or and know how to master and mess with music, and like it just like your answers don't really match up with like your product or your output, and that's kind of a problem.
Yeah, I understand that.
hey Nova,
Because
do you have
at this
anything?
point, all the evidence, because at this point, all the evidence just makes it look like all you did was download the original track and just run it through Audacity and just pitch lower it, or run it through any program and just lower pitch, maybe change the tempo a little bit, which is something that anybody can do.
Yeah, well, like I've said, this is out of my area of expertise. I have, like, you all speaking a foreign language to me because I don't mess with any of that. But if you did do any of the stuff, Max, just admit it, man. At this point, because some of these dudes know what they're doing and know what they're talking about. If you did do any of the stuff, which they probably think no, you did. If you just own up to it, man. Just be a man about it.
Well, all right. Before that, one more question. What about my other covers, like the video game ones?
Well,
I mean, if you want us to go look at those,
yeah. I mean, we can look at them, but I mean, the fact is that like that was the first video that I looked at because, but it's just by coincidence. Okay.
So what I'm gonna do right now is
I was
gonna go look at the Castlevania Bloody Tears cover because that's something I'm really familiar with. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and check that against other covers on YouTube and the original file and all of that. So we're gonna look at that one because that's a video game color I'm familiar with. You guys can look at whatever covers you want and check those as well.
Yeah. But
so here's what it comes down to, if you don't mind me hopping in. I'm done with my shower. What it comes down to is at the point that it's at, Naoto, and it's not to be rude, it's not to be mean, but we will definitely be denying the VIP application on that
just
part.
based off evidence, right?
Yeah, just based off evidence. So on that one, you know, we will deny you on that. I am sorry for that.
It's okay.
In terms of, you know, you staying in the Discord, it's one of those things where, yeah, you know, I'm not calling you a bad person, anything like that. You're more than welcome to stay. It's from the content that I've produced and from what you've seen, I'm sure you would probably tell plagiarism is something that I myself don't take very lightly. It's something that I frown upon highly. So it's something, like I said, if you are doing, we would like you to admit, but I will go and say right now that the VIP part is definitely that's a no. Judging from the evidence that we have.
Well, I don't really mind that, really.
All right, man. Well, I mean, Kai,
like all I really wanted to like just inflect upon was like I really was trying to give you a chance, bro. Like I was in mod board, and I was like, yo, come look at this guy's like stuff. You know, he says he's a musician. He says he plays like over 10 instruments. Like, you know, like he seems pretty cool. And again, that was just the first video that I looked at. And if this was the first video that I looked at, and I just got this feeling in my gut, it's like this doesn't seem right. You know, like, because I'm very intuitive when it comes to shit like that. Like, if this is the first video that I see, right? Like, I can't imagine the other kinds of videos that of other music covers that I'll see on your channel, because this just like left a very, very bad taste in my mouth. Like, I'm not taking you seriously at all, and I can't watch your video seriously anymore because this was the first video that I looked at. And you say specifically that you play so many instruments and you're so into music and you have these inspirations, but yet this was the first thing I came upon was a digitally altered fucking original song by another, band. And it doesn't even seem to be any other arrangement change whatsoever. Like, no, this is highly unacceptable by me. And I'll be damned if I support that type of content. Like, no excuses at all, period.
All right.
All right. Well,
So does
Naoto, thanks for coming in. Like I said, I'm definitely not trying to be a jerk here. I just hopped into the chat right after the shower and after the gym, so I don't know what else took place within the chat. I'm assuming my admins and mods were very respectful with everything they said.
Yeah, I mean, I got aggressive a couple times, but nothing too bad, I don't think.
Right. So
they were very accommodating.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad. Like I said, Naoto, I won't ever speak on character outside of the content that you create, but your content isn't things that I can support on my channel. It doesn't fall in line with my moral ethics. So, man, I appreciate you coming in. But like I said, going from that, I think we're going to have to remove you from the server. It's nothing personal. Like I said, it's just it's what my morals and my ethics line up with, and it's the kind of content I can support. So, sorry, man.
All right. Thank you for having me in.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. No, I was looking at different versions of that Bloody Tears as well, and it's very easily to me, my personal opinion is the arrangement is. He says in the video, the problem I have, the video in the description says this is my original arrangement, that it belongs to him. It's not his arrangement. Right. That arrangement is widely available on the internet, and it's literally run through a MIDI file or something. The problem is he claims to do the original arrangement. He claims to do the original instruments, which, as far as I can tell, he can't even play an instrument. So.
Yeah,
he had no idea what I was talking about. He had no idea what I was talking about when it came to tuning the guitar. He had no idea what I was talking about when I was talking about isolating vocal tracks or anything that a musician who has made that much music would know anything about.
Right. Well, I mean, you guys are always wanting Nova to ban somebody, and you guys are always trying to say that I'm too Canadian and too nice. So I also went ahead and told him myself that he would be kicked from my server. So I
wonder if I was.
It was all yes. It was all yeses, but me, because I couldn't. Because I had this. This is a foreign language over my head. Because
am I the only mod who hasn't banned someone now?
Nope. Nova. I don't think was Nova the one who banned him.
That's the reason why I said I'm indifferent about it.
Yes, she did.
I'm the only mod who hasn't banned anybody.
Well, hey, we didn't say your catchphrase. You wanted the catchphrase to be like "taste the rainbow and get the fuck out" or whatever.
Oh, well, that's.
Oh God, that's lame.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for showing up. Thank you, guys. Thank me. You guys are welcome. This is all me, guys.
I don't think your catchphrase would have been
fucking.
Yeah, what did you do, Debo? You were quiet the whole time.
You invited.
Hey,
the fuck?